Yo, what's going on, my people? It's your big homie Crooks the Great, aka CTG, and I'm back at you guys with another banger of an Undisputed video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about if Undisputed is really that bad of a game. Now, this is one of the hottest topics that I see amongst the Undisputed community because it has literally split the community in half. You have 50% of the people say, you know what, this game is really terrible. There's too many problems with the game. The game should have never been released with the current state of the game. How could there be all these glitches? And then there's the other side of the community that's like, hey, you know what? Every game has its issues. You know, we're only 3 months into the launch of the game. You got to give it a little bit of time, especially with, Steel City, it being their first game. And it really has caused a lot of controversy, man, because I see it not only in my own comment section, but in other content creators' comment sections as well. And even in like Reddit, even on Reddit, the Undisputed Reddit, there's a lot of people that are split 50-50. So I wanted to give you guys my opinion on where I think the current state of the game is and if I think the game is actually really that bad. Now, let me start this off by saying, if I had to give a rating for Undisputed right now with its current state, I'd probably give it about a 7 out of 10. Now, I feel like this is a pretty accurate rating because it does have its bad qualities. I mean, from the egregious quitting glitch that we had to suffer through for the first, month and a half of the game, to, the stamina tweaks. We had too much stamina, then we had too little stamina, and now we're at the current state of where the stamina is at, to power punch spammers, to all these issues that we've had to deal with. It could be a little bit ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. There are very bad things, bad qualities about the game right now. So when I see people say, hey, you know what, Crooks, this game is really terrible. There's so many issues. There's a whole bunch of things that are wrong with the game. Why would they ever release this game like this? I can see where you're coming from. I really can, because I myself get frustrated with it. If you guys tuned into my stream yesterday, you guys would have seen I had to legit deal with a power punch spamming Roy Jones Jr. that was not only spamming power shots, he was also spamming the damn body hooks that I hate too, man. But you know what? It's something that really does frustrate the hell out of me. So I do see where a lot of you guys are coming from, but I do kind of feel like in some aspects there is a little bit of an overreaction. So I do agree with that there are bad things about the game. There are certain things that definitely need fixed, and that there should be no reason why these things got through game testers, which is a whole nother thing in itself. But I'm not going to be disrespecting game testers because I don't know what goes into it. If Undisputed Steel City ever wanted to make me a game tester for the game, I'd be more than willing to do so. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. But I also tend to think that there was a lot of expectations that were put on Undisputed to be like Fight Night amongst a lot of people in the community, that it was basically set up to fail in a lot of the community's minds. And now why I say this is because the last boxing game we got was made from EA Sports, right? EA Sports Fight Night Champion was the last boxing game that we got. And I mean, it was really good, but it in its own right had its flaws too. But I feel like a lot of the community from Fight Night has moved over to Undisputed with the anticipation that Undisputed was just gonna blow Fight Night Champion out of the water. And honestly, that was a very unrealistic expectation to put on a brand new company it's their first game. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like that has really played a big part into why a lot of the people, a lot of the community hate this game so much, because they wanted it so bad to be better than EA Sports Fight Night Champion. But it just honestly, realistically, it wasn't the case. You have a powerhouse gaming company in EA Sports that has been making games since the 90s, going up against a brand new company that was just founded, maybe I couldn't tell you exactly when it was, but what, Steel City's been around for maybe 4 years. 4 years compared to what, 20 something? EA Sports has been making games since I was a damn little kid. And I'm old as hell. I'm not gonna lie, I'm old as hell. So it was a very unrealistic expectation to expect that Undisputed was going to be better than Fight Night Champion, but I get and I understand why people did so. But if you take it out of the light of stacking it up compared to Fight Night Champion, the game really isn't that bad, man. There's a lot of optimism around what Undisputed really can be. Now, I've talked about, the quitting glitch, the power punch spammers, the stamina and all this stuff like that. But if somehow Steel City can get through and actually make changes like they have been doing so far to the game, I feel like, that's going to go a long way into people's opinions switching on Undisputed. You feel what I'm saying? And the number one thing that needs to get changed is the punch tracking right now. The punch tracking and hit detection is the thing that we are waiting for to get fixed. So, once Steel City does tweak it, hopefully we'll be in a better state of the game, and we'll really see the way that the game plays. But I think it'll go a long way. And I want to give Steel City their credit too, man. I understand a lot of people that are negative about the game are going to come and say, Crooks, we should have never even had these problems. But you have to give credit where credit is due. These guys are listening to the community's feedback about their game and making the changes. From the matchmaking problems we had earlier this week that got adjusted literally within a day, to power punch spamming, to stamina adjustments, to career mode glitches that actually got fixed relatively quickly. They've been on top of it, man. And for those of you guys that come from the EA Sports UFC side, you guys have seen how much of an issue it is when gaming companies don't listen to their communities, man. It can really make for a bad time. So don't take for granted the fact that Steel City is even allowing us to, or not really allowing us, because we have our freedom of speech, but that they're listening to our feedback and actually making the changes that we're asking them for. You feel what I'm saying? So really, how bad is Undisputed if the company that's behind it is making the adjustments that we're asking them for? You feel what I'm saying? So in all, for me and my people, the game is in a little bit of a bad state. It is in a bad state. There's a lot of things that need to get fixed, but for me, there's a lot of optimism around the game too, because Steel City's doing a really good job of listening to the community's problems and making the adjustments. And I think in another 3 to 6 months, I feel like the game will be in a much better place. But that's really dependent on if Steel City sticks to actually listening to their community. But so far, so good, right? They've been listening to us. They're making the adjustments. So as much as you guys probably hate it that I'm going to say it, you got to give credit where credit is due, my people. But let me know in the comment section, what do you think about Undisputed? Are you of the 50% side that think that the game is just flat out terrible? You're going to throw it in the garbage. You're going to burn it. You're never going to play it again. Or are you on the other half that has a lot of optimism about whether Undisputed is going to be a good game or not? Do you guys see the goodness in the game itself? You guys see the potential of where the game could be if the updates keep trending in the right direction like they are? Let me know in the comment section. I'm gonna be responding to every single comment on this video, so please voice your opinion, because your opinion matters the most. Even if I'm not in agreement with it, man, I respect everybody's opinion on the game. So yeah, please drop a comment in the comment section, because you never know, the devs might click on this video and actually watch this thing to the end and read the comments. So you never know. You feel what I'm saying? Be part of the solution, not just the problem. But all right, my people, if you guys are new to this channel, make sure to slap that subscribe button as well as slap that like button. It would be much appreciated. So that way more and more people get to see the amazing content that we have on this channel. But until next time, my people, take it easy. Be safe. Enjoy the rest of your guys' day, afternoon, evening, depending on where you guys are watching this from. And I will see you guys in the next video.